All right, guys, let's get after it. 10/17/2025, 6:01 p.m. It's a little later than usual. I got home from work late, but it's all right. We're here. We're giving you guys entertainment. We're giving you guys an episode. So let's do it. Obviously, I want to start off with this. Bears Saints. This week, it's honestly kind of like another, in my opinion, they're all like must-win games, quote unquote. But this game is like, if we can go on a 4-game winning streak, that's huge. That's massive for the boys, right?
Yeah, because we're going to need to build some kind of momentum because it's almost feels like a guaranteed L versus the Ravens when Lamar comes back the
100%.
week after. So it's like you can't, if you lose this one, you're kind of maybe going to lose the next one, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're on a 2-game losing streak now.
And it feels like we should almost win this game because the Saints are who they are. The Saints don't have much talent. So there's all that news coming out with Alvin Kamara, where Alvin Kamara is like, I don't care if we're 1-5. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here. I want to be here.
Consummate professional.
Yeah. And, like, I love that for Alvin Kamara. Sure, whatever. Like, you're loyal to your team. But is it almost a Damian Lillard type deal where it's like you're so loyal? Because, Dalla Dame, his rap name, is like he was so loyal to, like, Portland that he stood there. He never won a ring. He could have ring chased, won one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, he's back there now. But it's like, damn, it's like, dude, like you're really, really good. And you've wasted your years at this like poverty franchise,
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I mean, not all of it. Not all of his years were a waste. I mean, it's really only been the last, like,
4 years, honestly. It's been kind of like 4 years.
Yeah, but I mean, hindsight's 2020. That's another thing. Like for him, where do you go to ring chase, right?
Yeah, I guess
what team are you gonna go to?
Like Kevin Durant, he's like, my next chapter, I'm going to Golden State. It's like, okay, well you're ring chasing.
Which is fine, but like Golden State was stacked. But like, what team in the NFL would Dalvin Cook have gone to in the last few years? Like, there's no way to know.
No, Alvin Kamara.
Dalvin Cook. Sorry, Alvin Kamara. What team would he have gone to
KC.
like ring check? Yeah, but like KC wasn't looking to pay anybody. They just fucking paid Patrick Mahomes a few years ago, and
That's fair. But they extended Patrick Mahomes on like a fucking 10-year deal. It was a 10-year deal.
Yeah, and obviously it was team friendly and whatnot, just so they could manage to sign a few pieces. But like
That's
they were never
like a Shohei deal, where
but
it's
they
like
didn't
we're
need a
gonna give you
running
$500 million, but it's fucking over 10 years.
They never needed a running back though. I mean, they went from
Kareem Hunt to Isaiah Pacheco.
No, they went from Kareem Hunt to someone else, and then Pacheco. Pacheco was like
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
was
he was
the
a first round pick. He was a first round pick, by the way.
He was Pacheco when Pacheco was like coming in like as a backup. It was like, wow, this guy looks good. They just like went back to back to back running backs that were fire.
CEH wasn't bad.
He was good as hell.
He was good, but like he obviously feels a lot just because like and I'll say this now, like I still think this now is like their O-line, in which we're seeing is like not as good as it was at one point.
It's like that Toby Keith song.
Yeah.
I ain't as good as I once was.
I'll just say on the tribute album, Ella Langley has the best cover. And by the way, Ella Langley dropped a song today. So anyone who's concerned, dropped a song, and it was fire. She's in Texas, fire. It's written by Miranda Lambert, fire. But yeah, it's kind of just like one of those things where it's like, was CEH a product of his O-line? And it's like the same thing we saw with like DeMarco Murray in Dallas. Like that Dallas O-line was the best in the NFL by light years. Like no one was touching them because as soon as Murray went to Philly, he fizzled out pretty quickly. He had like 900 yards his first year in Philly, and then the next year he was like slowly kind of went to like
nothing.
He fizzled out. Yeah, he was nothing. He was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I guess really all that like that kind of goes back to like my point. Like Dalvin Cook's had a phenomenal. Why do I keep saying Dalvin Cook?
Alvin Kamara.
Jesus Christ! Like
Alvin Kamara's best thing is like he can also catch out of the back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like he's had a phenomenal career.
He's been really. He's been with the Saints since 2017, which I did not know.
Honestly, it feels longer to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like he's been there for 20 years. Like honestly, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, he's had a phenomenal career, and honestly, he's still playing at a pretty decently high level. Based on the situation that their team is in right now, it's like, what else are they going to do? But like even last year, people were like, he's done, dude. He's old. He's getting old, and it's like, no. Last year, he was actually like phenomenal as well.
He was like RB5.
Yes, like The dude still has it. So I mean, for him, but also like, yeah, where do you go? Like, no one's guaranteed to win shit.
Hey, I'm saying Alvin Kamara, if you want to come to Chicago,
right? Like, say like
we'll take you. We'll take you happily.
Say like 3 years ago, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go sign with the Lions. They look like they're on the come up." Well, he still wouldn't have a ring either.
No, he wouldn't.
I mean, that's why it's like kind of.
And that's what he said. He's like, I'm not ring chasing. He's like, I'm here because I like the situation I'm in. I love
like
New Orleans.
Football.
He's like, I love where I'm at. He's like, if I were to retire today, I was hoping that no one would catch that. He's like, yeah. He's like, if I were to retire today, I would just go sit on the beach and drink pina coladas. He's like, I'm not gonna go anywhere and like try to like do anything.
Yeah, and you've been living down in New Orleans for that long. You ain't
gonna
want to live in Chicago in wintertime and play outside
not
and
like
shit.
Fucking LaShawn McCoy, I forgot. LaShawn McCoy was in Buffalo. Then from Buffalo, he goes to Tampa Bay. He wins a ring with Tampa Bay because that was Brady's first year, obviously. The year they won the Super Bowl. And it's like, it's not that type of situation. Like Alvin Kamara is just like, he's like, I'm at where I'm at. He's like, and I enjoy it. Yeah. And honestly, dude, I respect that so much.
I've always liked him a lot. He's another dude that like never really gets into shit. He's never opens his mouth. Yeah. He's always been really good, really like just down to earth, good, old school, like hard-nosed running back, and also like a good new age where like catching out of the backfield.
Yes. And
he'll put a move on dudes. Yeah, like he's like he was elite. And I'd still put him up there. Like I would say he's probably a top 10 RB in the league. If he's on a better team, people are talking about him totally different.
100%. Like,
why are we glazing Alvin Kamara right now? What the fuck's going on?
We kind of just like tangented to it. Yeah. But like Alvin Kamara was at one point like his numbers were identical to CMC's. Mm-hmm. Where like the only reason why he wasn't getting as much glaze as CMC because CMC went to the 49ers. Yeah, a much bigger market, and like the Saints were like.
Well, once Drew Brees left, it's like.
Yeah, it was like. They've been in limbo at QB the entire time.
Yeah, that's been the biggest thing, and that's why he's been the only one supporting that team.
Yeah, he's been the biggest star there.
Yeah, yeah. And all that being said, Bears are gonna win. I got the Bears -4.5 as well. I think the Bears are covering the spread here. I think we're gonna have a really good game.
I love it. I mean, I want the Bears so bad.
Obviously, that's biased, but I do like truly think that like I think we're gonna build off of last week's performance. Yes. The weather's gonna be better. We're back at home.
We're looking like phenomenal weather. I'm going to say right now, when we play the Bengals, I'll be there. I'll be in Cincy. The boys will be on site. At least the boy will be on site.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to see Bears-Bengals in Cincy, November 2nd.
Really?
I'll be there. I just bought tickets yesterday.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What made you do that? Just
I was talking about it.
Why are you going to that?
I was talking because they were cheaper. You know, they were cheaper. Joey B's out.
Yeah, I was about to say because I mean, if you're gonna go all the way to Cincinnati,
but I've never been to that stadium yet. It's like my goal. My goal is like to hit every stadium.
I know, but wait till Joe Burrow's at least playing.
But my thing is like, so every single Bears game I've been to so far is like, they've lost except the first one. Actually, no, I can't even say that because the first one was when we played the 49ers and Tariq Cohen had one punt return for a touchdown. It was when Robbie Gould beat us. On nothing but field goals. Mm-hmm. It was 14-15.
Yeah.
That was the first one. So,
wow. And
the next one was a preseason game in Indy. It was the night Andrew Luck retired, which I was like crazy. I was crazy. Yeah. Because I'm like, why is everyone booing? Like, why is everyone booing right now? And then the next one was I went to Minnesota. It was the Darnell Mooney, like, did he catch it? Did he not? We ended up losing that game. And then I want to like just go to like every stadium.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, but
Joey B might be back for the game I go to.
No, not November 2nd. He wasn't supposed to be back till like December.
But that's the thing.
He's wearing a boot yesterday.
But they said he might. So I was like, and when I saw that they were winning last night, I'm like, shit, I might want to get on these tickets before they actually win the game because then the price will go up. Yeah, I'm just playing stonks, dude. I'm playing stonks.
I don't know if it's going to affect it that much. I don't know. That was a big win for them.
I just didn't want to lose the money. That's why I did it.
That's
so
respectable.
I'm just going to say right now, though, the Unc-Bowl, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Dude, we got to get into it.
This game's so, I mean.
The game was kind of fire, though, wasn't it?
No, it was a great game.
It was fire.
It
It was a good
yes
game.
And no.
Dude.
Like
it was a good game in the fact that just for football itself, it was a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game, especially considering most people kind of didn't think anything of it. People think oh, Aaron Rodgers is washed. Oh,
two old dudes going at it.
40-year-old Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
They're both old. These teams aren't good. The Bengals have been getting their fucking asses beat all year, basically, since Burrow's been out. And it turned out how it did. Bengals come out with one at the very last second, take the lead, but there's just so many things in that game. First off, Aaron Rodgers played really good. Joe Flacco played really good.
Yeah, dude.
That's the two biggest takeaways for me on the positives. Obviously, they just fed Jamar Chase getting 6.
Jamar Chase, dude, he was
I don't know where to start with this game. I'm not kidding. Watching that
just
was
start somewhere and let's go.
All right, let's start with Jamar Chase getting 16 fucking catches.
Bro,
and
he was
23
being
targets.
fed.
He dropped 3 balls. He should have had 2 touchdowns and 19 catches.
Okay, so
for 200 yards.
The first touchdown, when he caught it, he rolled and let go of the ball immediately.
Yes.
I'm that was obviously a touchdown. But the fact is again.
Well, I thought it was too, but they showed the replay. He never had control at any point. It was rolling in his body the whole time he was moving.
That's the whole Des Bryant thing where it's when they were what constitutes a catch? I'm okay, he obviously had that. And then obviously again, the next play was a ball don't lie play. He catches the very next touchdown. He catches it again for a touchdown.
Yeah, you knew they were going to go back to the well.
And you could see him again. He's when he catches it, tossed it to the official. He's was that a touchdown?
Yeah.
It's it obviously was. But no, that was just a very for Jamar Chase, it was very obvious that they're you are the best player on this offense. We're just gonna feed you.
Well, that's not even true. This is where my gripe is gonna start. I'm looking at that game, and this is why I was on the Bengals plus 5.5, so already 1-0 going into this week. By the way, the hot streak.
Love it. Hey, keep it going. Let's keep it going.
The hot streak continues. Yeah, you guys wait until we get into the. They're not recommendations by any means, but tail or fade, whatever you want.
It's not gambling advice. It's just football.
Yeah, tail or fade it if you like it, but yeah, I was on the Bengals plus the 5.5, and I said the Bengals could outright win that game, and sure enough. I mean, the Steelers' defense has looked more pathetic this year than I can remember at any point in my entire lifetime, except for I really ever. Yeah, this is a place that they're a lot like Chicago. They pride themselves on defense. It's always got to be good. The steel curtain,
or steel curtain,
Iron Curtain was the fucking wall and
sorry. Well, ignore that.
Dude, thought it's not a political podcast. What the fuck? But They've always had a great defense.
Actually,
this year,
the Iron Dome is what the actual.
You're thinking of Israel's defense system.
That's the Iron Dome.
That is the Iron Dome. The Iron Curtain. That is another.
What is?
That was communist Russia. The Iron Curtain was
okay, sorry.
The wall.
I meant the steel curtain.
Yes, the steel curtain. But legitimately, so their defense is so good. Oh, who didn't see them throwing the ball to Jamar Chase 100 fucking times? They just left him open all night. They didn't even try to double his ass. They let fucking Jalen Ramsey's cooked. His career should be over. He got torched last night, and they got torched so bad that they ended up just switching him over to T. Higgins later in the game, and he got torched again.
Bro, so Jalen Ramsey is actually so people want to talk about Jalen Ramsey had 3 sacks in his whole career, and then in one game he has 3 sacks and matches his career high. It's okay. Hold on, because Kyle told me about the fucking Rico Dowdle thing.
Oh,
that was actually a fluke. The 3 touchdowns the 3 sacks for Jalen Ramsey in one game was an actual fluke, because I agree with you. Jalen Ramsey is so cooked. If you just look in the dictionary, cooked. Yeah, it's just a picture of Jalen Ramsey.
I mean, he couldn't cover Jamar Chase, and just for some reason, they're even towards the end of the game, they're I just don't understand. They were just playing so deep. They were so afraid to get beat deep all game. But
then you give up the short game, dude. You give up the short game, you're just playing deep the entire time.
You're giving up the short game. It's so obvious. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to start screaming into the mic. That's why I'm kind of backing up here a little bit. This fucking I was frying myself last night, getting so mad over this because it's so obvious to me. Where I'm They have a 40-year-old quarterback who's been there for 8 fucking days. You think they're going deep all game? You have the best receiver in the league. We watched what he did with Joe Burrow last year. They started throwing him the ball underneath.
He won the Triple Crown.
But they were throwing him the ball underneath, which was not a Jamar Chase thing. But they started doing it last year because they had no choice but to give him the ball 20 fucking times a game.
Yeah.
Don't you think they're going to do that again? They're going to do that? No. Just play zone. Just fucking play soft coverage. Don't double Jamar Chase. Let fucking cooked-ass Jalen Ramsey try to cover him all night. Get absolutely torched all game.
I'm going to say this. I was so happy watching that game because you know how the last episode, if you guys actually listen, I was saying how I felt bad for Joe Flacco.
I mean,
I felt bad for him, but I'm like, just wait. And what we said, you and I both said, once Joe Flacco actually learns these guys' freaking names,
yeah, just exactly.
They're going to be okay. He's not a bad quarterback. Mike Tomlin said it himself. Again, they even showed in the broadcast Mike Tomlin being like, well, if you're going to send in a quarterback to a team, like a respected quarterback to a team in the division that's struggling at quarterback, if you're going to send them one for cheap, that just doesn't make sense to me.
It would be totally different if it was if that situation was flipped. It would not matter as much. If the Bengals had sent Flacco to the Browns, who sucked,
correct,
whatever. But you're sending him to a team that can
they still
compete.
Have hope. They still have hope.
That when they get their starter back,
yes,
they're going on a run. They're going to,
yes,
inevitably. But nonetheless, soft coverage. They didn't fucking double Jamar Chase at all. They're out there doubling fucking Drew Sample and leaving Jamar Chase wide open in the middle of the field.
And T. Higgins scores a touchdown. He splits 2 defenders and still runs it in.
Had a fucking great game. Jamar Chase had a great game.
Chase Brown had a great game,
that's
dude.
What I was getting to. Chase Brown. They at every single level, that Steelers defense was fucking dreadfully bad. They looked as bad as the Bengals have at any point all year. No turnovers, no pressure. Flacco had a solid pocket. Now, he's getting rid of the ball quick, but solid pocket most of the night. TJ fucking Watt, $41 million a year.
He was a non-factor.
Can't get pressure on a 41-year-old fucking guy playing behind the worst offensive line in football.
Yes.
Wasn't getting doubled either most of the game. Going one-on-one, it was driving me nuts.
the amount of times I heard in that broadcast, even going back on Chase Brown.
Yeah.
The amount of times in that broadcast they said, they were like, so the running game has been non-existent, within 6 games.
Yes.
And then now, Chase Brown's going off. It's what's going on? They're
gaping holes.
They got caverns going on. They're splitting the Red Sea for Chase Brown to run through. What's going on? And again, like you said, TJ Watt's getting paid $1.5 bags
to do jack shit.
And he's Montez Sweat.
Montez
Sweat last
night. Dude,
yes,
dude. That was fucking blowing my mind how bad that defense is playing.
I'm sure Mike Tomlin's probably pulling out the hair he don't have.
Well, okay.
At that game.
So this is funny because this goes into last year when we were predicting games and we came to a Brown Steelers and you were like, there's no way. And I'm telling you the stats and you're like, you're overthinking. And I'm like, it's the fucking stats. Mike Tomlin going into last night's game.
Thursday with divisional rival. We talked about this last episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
0-6.
Oh, sorry.
He's now 0-7.
Yeah, dude. Crazy. And they went on the game winner. Okay.
And they took the lead early. They went up 10-0. They drove right down the field.
Dude,
Rodgers
looked
good.
Driving, bro.
Fucking, if you look at that game on paper, if you would look at just statistically, go, Rodgers threw for 270 yards. You see Rodgers
get, towards the end of the game, though, with when his lineman tackled him.
Yeah, he got furious.
He was angry.
He should have been. You have a 300-pound guy jump on your back, bro, what is Broderick Jones thinking?
No,
what the fuck are you thinking?
I was laughing at it because I'm damn, he's actually mad. But I'm I understand why he's mad. He's dude, I'm almost 42 years old. I'm I can't be doing that.
I just tore my Achilles a year and a half ago. I don't need you jumping on my back while I'm running and then falling on top of me. And he gets up and goes, get the fuck off me. Absolutely correct response for that.
I thought that was funny. I thought it was hilarious. But, so, dang, I just lost my train of thought. This is embarrassing. Anyways, the game itself was just Joe Flacco at the end of the game when they showed I saw a video this morning of like Mike Tomlin's reaction and Joe Flacco's reaction to like the game-winning field goal. Mm-hmm. Joe Flacco's just sitting there. He's just like
he just doesn't look like he
just
cares.
Like, yeah. Oh, okay. He's like, oh, that just happened.
Yeah.
Like like you said, he truly looks like he just does not like give a single crap. He's just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, cool. It's like, dude, what? Like, get hyped. Your team just won, bro.
He does though. You could see him breaking a smile towards the end of the game there. Like,
did you see the video of him like when Jamar Chase dropped like a wide open pass?
He was pissed.
Like he's just like sitting there. He's just like his mouth's just open. He's just like
he was pissed.
He's just like, what was that? He's like, you're supposed to be the best receiver in the league. You just dropped that.
Well, you've done what you've done all night.
Yeah,
and then yeah, that's what I mean. Like he should have had 19 catches. He literally dropped 3 balls that were like.
I don't. So anyone who says like, my point is what I'm trying to get at is like anyone who says like Joe Flacco doesn't care or Joe Flacco doesn't show emotion, like, I think he's at the point where he's like. He's not one, which we've known, to like show a lot of emotion, but he's also like.
Well, he's been here. He
has expectations.
Yeah, he's been here and done this though too. Like he knows not every single week is like the greatest game to ever be played. Like if Bryce Young wins that game last night, first time he's done that. Like or second time maybe. That's like Joe Flacco is, even Rodgers. Like if they would have walked that game off, he would not have. Like he playing it pretty cool. Even though he looks hyped. Also, he is so. He looks so good mobility wise. I mean, the way he was rolling out of the pocket and shit is like crazy to think. Like he is so much better than last year. Even like last year was still a little slow.
The Jets are just so bad. So like, the Jets are gonna like make anyone look worse than that. Look at
but I mean, but recovering from that Achilles coming back. Like he was a little slower last year, but like now he looks like he's back into like full form. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to die on this hill. I don't know why this wasn't changed 15 to 20 years ago, if not even longer. Take the fucking interceptions away from just court. Like, give receivers interceptions. Because any stat merchant looking at that game last night, and not just that, like, for stats purposes, Aaron Rodgers, 2 interceptions. It's like,
no, I agree.
DK Metcalf got a ball ripped out of his fucking hands. Yes. And then it's like, well, Aaron Rodgers threw that pick, and like even during the game, they keep saying it's like I get it. It has to be considered as an interception, but it's like there has got to be some kind of like.
We've talked, yeah.
Obviously, we've said this.
We've said it. Yeah. It's like some interceptions, like they should be on the receiver rather than the QB.
Tipped ball.
Yeah.
Like there's so many, but that is something that I would like. They need to change that shit like as soon as they can.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else that needs to change. There's no like, oh, you got to put an asterisk next to it. You got to do this. You got to do that. Like, no, you don't.
Astros.
Huh?
Shout out the Astros.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to do any of that. You didn't start doing that when teams started playing 17 games over 16. There's no asterisk next to Mahomes' season where he started 17 games instead of 16. Same with Rodgers when he went from that. So like you don't need to do anything. Just add it as a stat.
Yeah.
And put it under the fucking wide receivers. And then maybe that way you can maybe save a couple bucks on a receiver when you go, you had 6 interceptions cost last year to your team.
That's fair. Yeah, I agree.
You won't have to pay guys fucking $40 million. But yeah, nonetheless, that defense drove me absolutely apeshit last night. They completely just non-existent. Couldn't stop the run. And honestly, too, again, if you look at the stats, like you look at the Steelers, you look at like Freiermuth having 100+ yards and a touchdown, obviously the big one there at the end of the game, to the game-winning drive basically for the Steelers. Like that was crazy. But like Jalen Warren was running his ass off. Rodgers throws for 274 and 4 touchdowns? 4 touchdowns, right?
I fell asleep. Honestly,
okay, I think he had 4 touchdowns. I haven't looked at the
box score, so I'm just gonna say that.
I'm almost positive, but like either way,
I'll look at it right now.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. But like either way, it's like
Rodgers had 4 tutties.
Yeah. If you're going to sit here and tell me Aaron Rodgers threw for 249 yards, 4 touchdowns, Jalen Warren rushed for 127 yards, Freiermuth had 111 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Steelers lost, like what? What are we talking about? Like that defense is just so abysmally bad, and they should be absolutely embarrassed. They should be ashamed of themselves. It's pathetic.
But to move on.
Yeah, let's get past that piece of shit.
To move on, I just want to say one game that I'm actually like I've seen. So J.J. McCarthy was in talks to be back for the Vikings.
Not anymore.
J.J. McCarthy is going to be out yet again. So we had a Carson Wentz revenge game against the Eagles. Spin zone.
Oh, wait a second.
The Vikings beat the Eagles this week. I'm going to say that right now. The Eagles are visiting Minneapolis. They're playing at US Bank Stadium. I'm going to say right now, the Vikings get the dub.
Yeah, so I've been in this boat for the last like 4 or 5 days now, where I've been thinking that the Vikings.
I think they're a better team, dude. I think they're a better team.
They're definitely not. They're like the Eagles.
Talent wise, like on paper,
bro. The Eagles have lost 2 games in their last 22 fucking games. Like it's not even just talent.
That,
like they're really good.
The Eagles have been so like transparent in those 2 losses, where it's like, okay, let's actually watch some film. The Eagles are a very, like, predictable team. That's my problem.
Which is,
again,
fair.
Brian Flores is still the DC over there in Minneapolis. He's not. Yeah. He's no slouch.
No, definitely not. But I mean, the Vikings are 3-2. They beat the Bears, which big fucking whoop. And that wasn't Carson Wentz.
The Bears might be legit.
They lost to the Falcons. They beat the Bengals with no Joe Burrow. They lost to the Steelers, and then they beat the fucking Browns. Like, they ain't burning the world down with anything they're doing. They're not.
But
I've said it. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat where I'm like, I think, and something that tells me that currently is the fact that I made this pick 4 days ago, and the line hasn't changed. Even though Carson Wentz has now been announced a starter, it is still at Vikings plus 1.5.
Dude, I don't hate that.
Like, something weird is going on there. I don't know what it is. Like, why the Eagles wouldn't be... the Eagles should be 3.5-point favorites here. I don't care if they're on the road or not. Being that it's Carson Wentz starting, and he's just his lack of mobility and everything else, and his ability to throw 5 interceptions a game. Which is so
crazy is, like, people, like, hate on Carson Wentz so much, and I'm like,
stinks.
dude...
He stinks.
I don't... Okay, I'm going to say this. I don't disagree that Carson Wentz stinks, but let's not forget that Carson Wentz was, like, the year they won the Super Bowl,
a long time ago,
would have been the MVP. If he did not tear his ACL. The ACL ruined him.
It did, and
granted, long time ago.
Long time ago, he gets hurt all the fucking time, and he's a total bonehead. I mean, he had one good season, and then ever since then, like he's had flashes.
He was good before that.
He's had flashes, but like the guy come out there and throw fucking 3 picks and then break both his ankles at the same time. Like, he's just so inconsistent.
Another like crazy pick that I have, and I wish I didn't only have one spin zone. I would 100. Well, actually,
well, yeah. I'm
gonna give me your pick on that one.
I'm gonna officially take the Vikings plus the 1.5 because
okay.
I'm gonna ride it.
Whatever. But if I didn't only have one spin zone, which I would be very happy about, I would also take the Titans to beat the New England Patriots in Nashville. So they're going to Nissan Stadium. They're playing the Titans. I just have a feeling for some odd reason it's going to be like a bad game overall. They both have a bad game, and the Titans somehow managed to eke it out and beat the Patriots. They're coming off just firing their head coach. So like they got a chip on their shoulder. They're like, you know what? Everyone's counting us out. Everyone's thinking we're dead. Let's go out there, and we're going to show them we're not dead. We are here. We're growing. We're learning, and we're here to compete. So give me the Titans against the New England Patriots in Nashville.
Yeah, so you got the first game interim head coach bump that's going on here. We've discussed this before last year.
Correct.
Interim head coaches in their first start. I think it's like 11-2, if I'm not mistaken, is what it was last year.
It's very favorable.
Ulbrich lost that one for the Jets last year, and that was a close game that the Jets almost won last year.
It still was, yeah, it was very close.
But I believe it was 11-2. So you got that playing into effect. With this one, I'm really torn. Here's another stat for everybody. The public this year, when 60% or more of the bets or money is on one side, like the public side, public right now 15-36. Well, that 77% is on the Patriots -7. That makes me really, really think. Once again, this is where we've talked about, like, are the books really going to pay that out? Are they really going to pay out that much fucking money? Because that's a lot, dude. 77% of the people betting on it, it's like, all right. So my initial pick on this was Patriots -7 because I do think, like, Mike Vrabel, We've never had. I guess that's why this one throws me through a loop. If it was an interim head coach game, like if they were playing the Bengals, I'm taking Titans +7, guaranteed, no doubt. But being that it's a revenge game for Mike Vrabel to come back there, like after they literally just totally screwed him over,
dude, they bent him. They bent him.
Yeah, they bent him over for sure. And then the next guy gets a job, and now he gets shit canned. And it's like, all right, like I think Mike Vrabel has a fucking point to prove. And after they have now beaten the Bills, and then they went and kind of walloped the Saints.
The Bills are like kind of like in a weird like spot where it's like
they're frauds. Yeah. They're fraudulent. Okay, that's all.
That's another problem, though, is like, are the Bills fraudulent or has the injury bug like just really plagued them?
They're fraudulent. But
I'm still on the Bills, dude. I'm still on the Bills. But
I think
neither here nor there.
The one thing that kind of is getting to me is the line hasn't moved yet in 4 days now. It's still at -7. You would think at some point with 70% of the bets plus coming in on the Patriots -7.
Yeah.
Somehow it's still at 7. Hasn't moved to 7.5. Hasn't moved to 8. Hasn't moved to 8.5. Normally, when the public is betting on one side really heavy, what the books will do to get people to stop betting that side is bump the spread.
Yeah.
So they'll make it 8 points. That way people start taking the Titans because that's how they end up balancing their books out. So for this line not to have moved, and it also went, the Titans were -103 to cover the spread. They're now -110. It's -110 both ways. I'm going to switch my pick from 4 days ago that I had before I even announcing it. I'm going to also take the Titans +7 here. Really gave the fucking. I thought my initial things, Vrabel's kicking the fuck out of them. The Patriots might win by 14, but something weird is going on with the line, and so the gambler in me tells me like I'm taking Titans +7. I'm changing it.
Here's another one. Again, another one. If I had, another one. If I had another spin zone, Giants in Denver taking on the Broncos, give me the Giants.
That's also another one that it's like really interesting that is a 7-point spread with that shit ass offense.
The Broncos are not impressive at all.
Defensively, they are. They're starting to come around defensively, and that's going to be the biggest thing.
But the Giants defensively also aren't horrible.
Not horrible, but Jackson Dart only his third start.
Yes.
Cam Scattaboo. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying.
Their run defense is good. High altitude. That always plays a factor. But again, the high altitude gets people.
I understand all the factors, but it's like this is the type of game where I feel like culture itself can win you this game. Like morale and the locker room itself can win you this game. Because the Broncos, we've said all season so far up to this point, have not looked impressive. They have not been like, wow.
Yeah.
Granted, their defense is starting to come around. They're starting to be like the number one defense that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
They're starting to come around. But it's like, dude, I think like the Giants can, and honestly, on Twitter, stop using this word. They can edge them for the win. Because I've seen that so many times. I've seen like on Twitter, especially this past week, where it's like Bears edge Commanders. I'm like, stop using that word. For people like our age, like younger people, dude, edging,
there's nothing wrong with edging. It's kind of fire.
It's Sigma.
It's kind of fire, yeah. Before you go out to like a restaurant or something.
So they're an edge. You're just like, I'm not gonna finish. I'm just gonna edge. Stop using that.
I'm an edgelord.
Yeah.
I'm an edgelord. What can I say? Yeah, I'm taking. This is Broncos -7 for me all day.
And tell me this. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Tell me this. Who matches up against Pat Surtain?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's crazy.
Wandale Robinson? Who the fuck is Pat Surtain going to be? I feel like, what are we talking about,
But Pat Surtain covers Wandale Robinson, okay?
He's going to eat.
They got fucking...
Jackson Dart's going to run for 50-plus yards.
They have the no-neck god, Cam Scattaboo, and everyone else doing things while they're focused on one player. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Giants might have a chance to potentially win this game. I don't think they do.
Anyone has a chance,
but there's a chance.
Darius Slayton's also doubtful. I mean, you're talking... I'm looking the roster up because I don't even know. Like, let's see here, receiving-wise. Theo Johnson, Wandale Robinson. Darius Slayton's going to be out. Daniel Bellinger, Jalen Hyatt, Devin Singletary, running back, obviously, but he's in their receivers this year. Bo Collins, who has 1 catch for 7 yards on the entire year. And then Chris Manhertz, 1 catch for 7 yards. They're fucked. They're not winning. There's no way. I think that this is the game that the Broncos blow them out, and then it starts everyone. This is where the week that starts all the conversation of like, are the Broncos Super Bowl bound? Like
they're not, dude.
It's gonna fire it up.
Anyone who actually thinks the Broncos are Super Bowl bound, you don't know ball. And here's another one. Here's another game that I think people are going to like really like inflate. That I think is very wrong. So I was talking to a friend today. Shout out Jake, big Colts guy. All right.
I knew that was a game you were bringing up.
He's like, I think the Chargers might beat us. I'm like,
that wouldn't be bad though. Like the Chargers are a good team.
So again, that's what I told him today. I'm like, the Chargers are not a bad team. They're not a bad team. Like you have to understand, the Chargers O-line is very beat up. They're not there. So I'm like, should you be upset if the Chargers beat you? No. But you should expect to beat the Chargers. That was what I told him.
So
Riley Leonard's QB2. I don't think Daniel Jones goes down. He doesn't. Because that's the thing that's been working with the Colts. They're not asking Daniel Jones to do too much. They're asking him to do the very bare minimum. They're basically asking like Daniel Jones to be Ryan Tannehill. Be a game manager. Be very like bare bones. They are. They're not asking him to do too much at all.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, hold on. First off,
no Josh Downs this week either.
I was just about to say he's out with a concussion. That also makes me think. I initially on this one was on the Chargers.
And they've been weighing on Jonathan Taylor a lot. Jonathan Taylor, I know that for a fact because he's been going off on fantasy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like to call him a game manager, like, because it's like not really super fair because he's been playing great. He's got the highest completion percentage in the entire league.
On how many attempts though? That's what I'm saying. It's like
180 attempts, 129 completions. He's got 1,502 yards. 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 104 QB rating, 71.7 completion percentage, which is absurd. And he's also got 24 carries for 76 yards. Obviously, that's going to be a little skewed.
Show me the yak stats, though. That's what I'm saying. Show me the yak stats.
I mean, and even still wise, too. You go, like, receiving-wise. Tyler Warren's got fucking 370 yards on the year. Michael Pittman's got 293. Josh Downs, 217. Like, they've been doing a good job at spreading the ball around and this and that. Outside of that, this line was at -1. The Chargers -1.5. They're at home for this game. Josh Downs is now out. The line has not moved. It is still at 1.5. I find that interesting considering the Chargers have like 3 linemen out. Amari and Hampton's out now.
Yeah.
Najee's gone. Like they're down to nothing. This is going to be Colts defense basically versus Chargers defense, more or less.
A better defense.
More or less, yeah. And I think I'm taking the Colts here. I think it's Colts plus 1.5 for me because at this point,
but just to fade, I'm just gonna take the Chargers just to fade.
I thought initially I'm like Chargers probably gonna win this. Like that was my initial take a few days ago. It was like Chargers.
I just think people shouldn't be surprised if the Chargers win this.
No, and I wouldn't be. Yeah. They're at home, and I mean, Colts just had a really close game.
And honestly, it doesn't matter that the Chargers are at home because again, I hate the fact that they share a stadium. It does suck.
Yeah, it's lame.
They have planted super fans, quote unquote.
Well, sharing a stadium's not super lame. Moving to the same city another team just moved to, and then also sharing a stadium is what's lame.
Their argument is that, we've been there before. And same thing with the Rams. They're like, we were there before.
Yeah, but like...
super lame.
It's lame as shit. Like, you guys literally moved to the same city, like, within a few years of each other and then decided to share the exact same stadium. Like, it's lame as shit, but...
super lame.
Yeah, I'm on the Colts there plus the 1.5.
And then, honestly, this slate overall is like, there's really nothing crazy that I'm like, unless there's like another game that you're like super involved in. I guess the only other one I'd be interested to see is Miami-Cleveland, just because it is so bad. Who comes out on top?
Yeah, so Browns are still. That's another one that line has not flipped at all or moved at all. It is Browns -2.5 currently. It was Browns -2.5 4 days ago.
And honestly, I don't hate that. I think the Browns could come away with this win.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Browns to win this game. Their defense is really good. All the shit that just came out with Tua talking shit about his teammates, basically. He came out and apologized, manned up for what he said. That's a good look, but
love that.
I mean, it's Browns -2.5. Also, reportedly, the weather is going to be dreadfully bad. They're talking like 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, possibly.
And I love that. I love that. This is football weather. Football weather.
This is Browns football.
Yeah,
Miami,
100%.
Miami struggles
100%.
when it's cold, obviously.
Yes.
And not only just cold, but like they're just going to struggle in shitty weather. Browns defense at home is unbelievable. This is going to be a terrible, terrible game. The total's at 35.5. I would be.
Give me the under. Hammer the under. Hammer the under.
I'm on the under myself personally, but I'm not confident that 35 points is nothing in a NFL game.
And dude, give it to me. It's gonna be cheeks.
But
it's gonna be like
12-9. This is gonna be Jets Broncos.
I was gonna say like 10-7.
Yeah.
Give me this game.
Yeah, there's gonna be like
this game.
You watch. You know what though? Like this is a game. This is a game Tua gets hurt. This is like a weird prediction, but I'm gonna say like this is a game like Myles Garrett. Yeah. Give me the fingers. Like Tua's gonna get fucking hurt. Like this is it's shitty ass weather, and Myles Garrett's gonna be out there. Someone's gonna get a hold of him. He's gonna get strip sacked, and it's gonna be a scoop and score for the Browns. Browns defense. Actually, if you're feeling frisky this week,
hey, real quick, I just want to shout out.
Yeah.
Theo Lon just said, "What's up, world?" I just want to say that out. He said he requested to. So shout out you, Theo Lon. Hey, I'll be in your hood later. So if you want some stickers, hit me up.
Hey,
I'll bring them by. I'll just say I'll bring them by.
I'm just gonna say this: the Browns' defense for a touchdown is only +450.
Hammer it. Put the house on it. Put your mortgage on it.
Yeah, not gambling advice by any means, but
just football. Just football.
I like the Browns to get a touchdown defensively. I think that game's gonna suck. But give me the Browns -2.5. They're gonna demolish the Dolphins.
The only other football I have personally, again, the Monday night doubleheader needs to be abolished. Get rid of it. But Tampa Bay and Detroit.
Yeah, this one's confusing.
So we got Tampa Bay going into Detroit
again,
and again,
just like last year.
I'm just gonna say this. Give me Baker. Give me Baker all day.
Yeah, this is another one that doesn't really make much sense to me. Tampa won that last game, if anybody remembers, 20-16. Remember the Lions were supposed to win
the Baker's
Super Bowl last year.
A dog.
Lions are 5.5-point favorites. They're missing.
Brian Branch is not playing this game, correct?
He is suspended.
Yeah.
We will get into that. I see this. We've rambled a lot here, and I wanted to fucking go on to that because that's a huge deal. But Brian Branch is out. Terry Arnold's out. DJ Reed's out.
We knew that he was.
But they're missing 3 of their best defensive backs in the secondary, and you got Baker Mayfield, who's been absolutely slinging it. What do the sports books know that we don't know, that they are still favoriting the Lions by 5.5 points here for some reason? I'm taking the Bucks plus the 5.5. I just can't not do that. They're playing too good right now. Baker's been great, dude. Baker's playing MVP football.
Baker is the MVP at this current point in time. Yeah. He is the MVP. And if anyone who says he's not does not know ball.
I would also look at the total of 52.5. I think it's going to probably be a shootout as well. I mean, you're going to see a pretty high scoring game here if it's, in my opinion, and it's indoors too. Like being in Detroit, that doesn't. It's hard to play there. Detroit gets loud, but that's just that seems like Bucks plus 5.5 seems pretty easy to me personally. And then other than that, I'm just gonna run through these other ones quick. Right? Well, I'll wait. I'll save that one for last. Actually, we got.
Give it to us now. Because
that'll get into the big discussion that we need to get into for sure. We can't pass this over. So Rams at Jags. Jags are 3-point underdogs at home with no Puka Nacua for the Rams.
Give me the Jags.
Yeah, I'm on the Jags plus the 3 here. They're at home. They just lost on the one that everyone thought they were going to win out for sure. After they beat the Chiefs, they lose a bad one. Rams defense is really good. Trevor Lawrence is actually kind of buns. I'm not going to say anything else on him. But give me the Jags plus 3. I think something's going to work out there. Panthers at Jets. Panthers are 1.5-point favorites here.
Here's another one. Another spin zone. Give me the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Panthers minus 1.5. Panthers have a relatively decent defense. Jets cannot stop the run. Their run defense is really bad, and Panthers are figuring it out. Rico Dowdle, obviously, I don't think he goes for another 200-yard game here, but I definitely think Rico Dowdle ends with about 90 yards on the day.
This is a comeback-to-earth game for Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to call a comeback to earth, but, it's not going to be... Yeah, comeback to earth.
It's going to be, normal. You're not going to be as nuts as you have been the last 2 weeks.
I think Rico Dowdle very easily probably going to end this game with 90 to 100 yards and at least a touchdown. I don't doubt that one bit.
Yeah.
So, good performance. I'm still expecting him to play well this week. Packers at Cardinals. That's another one that Packers are 7-point favorites here on the road. They have not been able to... they were supposed to put away the Bengals. Obviously, it's a gigantic spread. But they still couldn't do that, which... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Packers quite this moment. I'm trying to look really quick to see who's out. Josh Jacobs, questionable. That's bullshit. Dontavian Wicks, questionable. Kyler Murray, he's questionable. I would assume he's going to play. If he doesn't, then I'm saying it's all day for the Packers, probably -7. I'm still going to ride it either way. Fuck it. I'm taking the Packers. I'm on the Packers -7. I know they're going on the road, but they know they need a big win, and this is a team that's depleted, so they got to beat them. Commanders at Cowboys. That is an interesting one to me at this current moment because that one is moving. I was originally on, it was Cowboys were 2.5-point underdogs.
Given the Cowboys. Given the Cowboys.
Cowboys it's now moved in favor of them. They are 1.5-point favorites.
Yeah, give me them. All day.
So,
all day, give me them.
Cowboys money line is probably the move here. I'm gonna ride Cowboys -1.5. They're absolutely slinging it.
Love it.
I don't think the Commanders' defense is that impressive. They just let DeAndre Swift run all over them, and we know how he's been playing all year.
Bro, they look like bun cheeks.
Yeah, Cowboys are just putting up a lot of points. They're coming off a bad loss to Carolina. They're at home. They got to win this. They got embarrassed last year playing against the Commanders, and they gave up that game in Jerry World. So yeah, Cowboys -1.5 for me. Falcons at Niners. Falcons are 2.5-point underdogs. Makes no sense to me. I'm taking the Falcons +2.5. I think they're riding the hot hand here with beating Buffalo. Going on the road, they're going to play the Niners. This can be another big win for them. Plus, they need to continue winning because this game is going to hinge on the Lions-Bucks game because the Falcons are going to be in a battle for that fucking division all year with the Bucks, and they need to have a good game. They need the Bucks to have a shitty game against the Lions.
Yeah.
They need to continue to play well. The Niners just don't look great right now. George Kittle's still out. Taking the Falcons +2.5. And then the other Monday night game, Texans, Seahawks. Texans are 3.5-point underdogs on the road in Seattle. 12th man's gone. Seattle, not as good at home as they are on the road. They've done a lot of traveling recently. They're just finally back at home. Texans need to step it up because their division is running away quick with wins. And if it goes as predicted for me this week, Colts probably going to get another dub. I got the Jags getting another dub. Texans are going to need one to stay in it. I'm taking the Texans +3 on that.
Love it.
Last game that I'm going to make my pick on here, and then we will continue to talk about this team and the issues surrounding them. Got Raiders at Chiefs, Sunday, noon slate.
Cooked.
Rashee Rice is back. Chiefs.
I'm tired of people sitting here and making comeback videos. He's coming back from something that he had to persevere through. The guy's a felon. Get him out of my face.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care.
if this is the case, then the Raiders should have just signed Henry Ruggs on a 1-day contract for this game.
He's in prison still, so they can't.
They should have.
But he's in prison,
but
so
they can't. It's just root for him to get out. Free him, dude.
Well, they can't.
Free my boy Ruggs. My boy Ruggs.
I'm not sitting here saying I'm rooting for Henry Ruggs. It's the same situation.
No, that's what I'm saying.
In prison.
That's what I'm saying. All the people making hype videos and shit and this and that. It's why then fucking Henry Ruggs better come back and play in the NFL.
Yeah.
If this is okay, then that should grant.
That's what I'm saying. And I hate the fact that they're sitting here hyping this guy up. He's a felon. He is a felon.
Yeah.
And it's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. Chiefs are 11.5-point favorites.
I hope the Raiders win.
I'm taking the Chiefs -11.5. It seems crazy. That's a shitload of points. It's a division game. The Raiders always seem to kind of have the Chiefs' number when it comes to keeping it tight.
That's what I'm saying. I hope for my sake, the Raiders cover that spread.
Yeah. Obviously, we all probably are kind of hoping the Raiders win outright.
100%.
Which would be nuts.
And I hope they spoil Rashee Rice's comeback.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see that defense being able to do shit against now a fully healthy Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and Rashee Rice. Yeah. That's going to open up the run game. They're going to be gashing them. They're getting a lot of shit talked about them, and rightfully so, because now it has officially come out from a head coach by the name of Dan Campbell that the NFL officials from last week told him that the call on the illegal motion or illegal formation in the Chiefs-Lions game on the first touchdown, that call came from New York. We all remember that Jared Goff got a ball thrown to him. Then a minute and a half went by, and then the refs threw a flag after convening. Then at the end of the game, it was said that the refs made that call on their own. There was no contact with New York. Then Dan Campbell went on a sports talk radio and said that one of the refs told him the call came from New York. So now we actually have to consider, is the NFL setting up games for the Chiefs to be able to win? Because they also had 0 penalties for the entire game, which that's not impossible. It's happened before.
It's not impossible, but it's kind of crazy the fact that people have been saying this for years now.
They have, and it's, there's a lot of baseless shit around that, in my opinion.
100%.
But like, this is legitimately going to be like, it's bigger than, to me, this seems bigger than Deflategate. It's bigger than the sport
itself.
Well, it's bigger than Deflategate. Yeah. It's bigger than any filming practices. Like, this is the NFL directly getting involved with changing the outcome of a game. They're problem.
Fixing games, dude.
Like that, I'm like not joking. I'm dead serious. Yeah. This is fucking insane to think that a head coach said an official told him it came from New York.
Yeah.
That's not like hearsay. It's not like fucking Pablo Torre or Adam Schefter goes, oh, there's word around the league and subtle voices saying that maybe a call came from New York. Like, this isn't none of that. This is a head coach saying, I heard firsthand that call came from New York on a non-reviewable play. So how does the refs get together for a minute and a half on a non-reviewable play? It wasn't the touchdown that was considered.
It's crazy,
It was
bro.
not the touchdown. And like, that's what people are like, well, it's because it was a touchdown, so they reviewed it. That doesn't matter. They cannot review whether it was an illegal formation or not. And how many times have we watched obvious calls get missed in game after game after game after game? New York never fucking steps in. They don't stop the fucking game and let the refs convene, and then New York call the refs and tell them, overturn it, you guys got it wrong. Why did it happen here? What is going on there? Something needs to be fucking... This is going to get dug into so hard. And not only that, did you see the NFL Films put out like a fucking basically a hit piece on Brian Branch after the game?
I did not. No.
Oh, dude, they cooked him, and then they deleted it. They took it off their Twitter. NFL Films put it on their Twitter.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
They had him.
If what Kyle is saying is true, shame on you.
It is true. It is true. They fucking deleted it.
I'm not doubting that it's true. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll send it to you after this. Like, it's crazy. They highlighted him.
Send me your cheeks.
They highlighted him, and basically were just like, so yeah, you could see on this play, like, and he gets burned here by I can't remember who got him on the first one, and they're like, and then again, Brian Branch here, starting to get frustrated. Patrick Mahomes rushes the ball in and rubs it right in his face. I'm like, they just shit him. Then they go, and then he kind of gets thrown to the ground by Juju Smith-Schuster. Like, they totally shit on him.
That was the whole thing. That was saying, like, that's why he freaked out on Juju, because the entire game, Juju is like kind of just like antagonizing him the entire game, and then finally at the end, he's like, "Fuck it, I had enough."
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was like, yeah, that's what I said. Juju's always been a douchebag, and it's like, it's about time someone punched him in the face.
Yeah,
and then it's because it is shit.
And
like
it was
that.
the same thing with Von Bell. I saw a video the other day, and shout out. I don't want to say it, but Dov Kleiman put out a video where it's like, this is where the hate started for Juju. Where it's like, he made a video, he's like dancing on the Bengals fucking logo and 50-yard line, and then Von Bell lays him out.
Took his head off.
Lays him out.
And it was fantastic. I love that.
Great.
Yep. That's
exactly. And like, I was a fan of Juju because I'm like, dude, like, this guy's nuts. He's like, he came to the NFL. He was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. He was 19 when he came to the NFL. Yeah. And Juju was doing good. He was like balling out, doing awesome. Everyone thought he was gonna be like, he was gonna like follow AB.
Yeah,
he's been following Antonio Brown, for those who don't know who AB is, and is like, damn, like, it sucks, it's crazy, but I don't know. Like, screw that guy, you know? But. Oh, a camera! A camera, move back. I'll tell you when it's good. Well, a little more. Right there. All right. Don't worry, guys. We're almost done here anyways, so it's okay.
That was your guys' spin zone.
Yeah, it's okay. We're almost done here anyways.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, that's massive though. Legitimately, it is massive, and there's a lot of reasons. Like Brian Branch too. Like you look on that play when Mahomes rushed it in. There's a lot of people saying Patrick Mahomes points at the flag.
Needs the drink. So I'll be right back. So you keep going.
They're saying that
finish up anyways.
Mahomes, when he's celebrating in the end zone there, points at the flag, not at Brian Branch, and he always does his flex situation, like his flex celebration when he scores. That shit, to me, is like...
that cornball material or what?
Well, no, but like, how does it not get called as a taunting when, like, clearly there's already frustration happening between the two teams, and then that happens. But meanwhile, Cam Scadaboo gets tackled last week, goes out of bounds, and then fucking says 2 words to a guy, just gets up, looks at a guy, and turns and runs away, and they threw a flag for taunting on him. And then also last week...
yeah, that's because he's a bozo. He got no neck.
Also last week, JSN catches a ball, falls out of bounds, gets tackled, stands up, points for the first down past the guy. They call a taunting on him. It's like none of it makes sense what's going on, but that shit with the New York call to overturn that touchdown, that's a big deal for the head coach to come out and say that he was told that directly by one of the referees. And at some point, we're going to need fucking accountability from these guys. We're going to need more accountability from this guy, too.
I was hitting the nay-nay, dude. Come on.
I don't know what the nay-nay is. I remember being popular and shit, but I never knew what the...
You got to figure this out.
On the same note, almost.
Anyways, that's enough probably from the NFL.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else? Give us some MLB. So obviously, LA 3-0 against the Brewers. Let's go with it. Yeah, I'm sure you're hyped.
I'm not hyped. I mean, because I
you
obviously
don't like the Brewers. You are hyped.
I do. Obviously, I want the Dodgers to beat them. But so let's just jump into that right away, because that's also another gigantic story that seems to be brewing that is almost inevitable. That this is actually going to be a huge, huge deal. If the Dodgers move on here and make it to the World Series again, and God forbid they win the World Series, we probably won't see baseball in 2027. There's a very good chance that's going to happen, because there is going to be another lockout coming. Basically, sum it up in a nutshell, keep it short and simple for you guys. The idea is getting tossed around about adding a salary cap to the MLB, because they I don't hate. So they want to maybe add a salary cap because of teams like the Dodgers and what they're doing, because they're paying Shohei Ohtani, $700 million or whatever it is, but currently he's making $2 million a year.
Because it's all deferred. It's all deferred.
Yeah, which is suitable, honestly, because he's batting like 182 in the playoffs over the last 2 years. But who's counting? Nonetheless, they want to implement a salary cap. That conversation is going to come up for the 2027 season. The players' union, the MLB PA, is not going to allow that to happen. They don't want a salary cap. They don't want their players to be told that they can't make a certain amount of money, because who gets to decide that? Who gets to decide what the fuck I'm worth? You're going to see a huge battle between a standoff, not a battle, but like a standoff between the players union and the actual MLB itself. I'm not kidding. It's probably like leaning towards that happening.
Yeah.
Now, my personal thoughts on it, I've thought about this a lot, and like I've been in that boat of like I think it's bullshit that a team like the Dodgers goes to just try and like buy championships.
Yeah,
I do think baseball's the hardest sport to do it in. Granted, you can pay really good players.
I'm just gonna go put a hoodie on. 'Cause I'm cold.
Baseball's it's a very hard sport to pay for a championship. Like, you could do it. Obviously, you can acquire very, very good players, but there's no guarantees, obviously, of injuries. And then also on top of it, you could pay a guy $55 million a year or $2 million a year. That does not mean he's going to be able to hit a fucking 82-mile-an-hour wipeout changeout or an 88-mile-an-hour wipeout slider. Like, hitting a baseball is inevitably difficult.
It's the hardest thing in all of sports.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, like, it's a huge it's not as easy, I would say, as like in football. Like if a football team does it, obviously you still can't guarantee injuries, but it's a little easier, I feel like, in other sports to like pay for play, basically. Dodgers, though, doing what they're doing, people don't like to see it, obviously.
Because they're good.
But
they're better than
it's because they're winning. But like, yeah, you look at a team like the Mets. They just went and paid Juan Soto more money than fucking Shohei Ohtani. They got Pete Alonso. They got Francisco Lindor. They have some massive, massive contracts. I believe they're the second highest payroll in all of baseball. They're paying the luxury tax because of Juan Soto, and they melted down for an entire half of the year and then missed the playoffs completely. So pay for play didn't work in that situation, and I think people are being short-term memory here about the Dodgers. They choke every year. They finally won a World Series last year. I'm not counting the 2021. I never will. That's Mickey Mouse shit. That should have an asterisk next to it. That's ridiculous. But every year, we've seen the stats when they made the playoffs again this year. They've won their division 12 of the last 13 years. 12 of the last 13 years. They've been to the playoffs, I think, almost 15 years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. How many World Series do they have out of that? Legitimate World Series. One. How many of those years have Shohei Ohtani been on the team where they've been crazy over the salary cap? One. So it's only because he's there. I feel like if the Angels would have paid Shohei $700 million and then paid someone else, like, no, I don't think people would be as pissed. I think it's just because it's the Dodgers. I think it's just because it's the Dodgers and it's such a big market and they get so much attention and they're easy to hate that they want to do their shit. But it's a massive deal to put a salary cap. I think there's other options as opposed to a cap, maybe a floor, because the argument is teams like the Dodgers have a shitload of money. They're going to outbid everybody. They're always going to be able to pay for more players no matter what over small market teams. The problem is by putting a salary cap, you don't force the hand of shit owners like the Pirates to go spend money. They don't spend money. That's why the Pirates don't win. They're going to waste away Paul Skeens' best years of his career, arguably.
They're going to waste away his prime. Truly.
Like, they're wasting him because they won't spend money to put players around him to actually compete for anything.
Yep.
And a salary cap's not going to change that. A salary cap's not going to force them to do that. A salary cap's not going to force the Brewers to spend money.
How much they need to spend. They're going to be like, okay, this is the amount of money that we need to spend to be okay.
I mean, that's just kind of like what they just get by. Like, they just collect a check. That's all they do. Yeah. So, like I think a salary floor. Is how much,
so, truly, when it comes to the salary cap, in my opinion, it's going to be like, we can spend this amount of money and still turn a profit. And that's it. Because that's how I feel like Jerry Reinsdorf is with Chicago White Sox. He's like, if I spend this amount of money, I'll still turn a profit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the problem.
Which is why I think there's maybe another option where you can go a few options of maybe a salary floor and then also change some shit with these deals being able to be prorated. Yeah. I mean, you give Shohei Ohtani a 10-year deal and then you're going to fucking push the last $400-500 million off till 15 years from now. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be allowed to happen.
Yeah.
That is the thing that allows teams, and also even in the NFL, allows teams to navigate the salary cap in ways that's kind of bullshit, where they can still afford to pay guys that they really shouldn't have because they just go, well, he's only making $5 million the next 3 years, but then on his fourth year, he's getting $58 million a year. And over the whole course of the thing, he's getting 60 in bonuses. Like, they just always push it off to the back end. If they could change that around somehow, maybe add a salary floor. I don't know the answer. I'm not saying I know the answer, but in my opinion, that sounds better than a salary cap because a cap is not going to force small market teams to spend any money. And those are the teams bitching about teams. Oh, the Dodgers have so much money. Motherfucker, every owner of an MLB team or an NFL team, you guys are billionaires.
The only difference with the Dodgers is that it's a group. It's like 5 or 6 billionaires.
Well, and that's
the only difference.
No, they make way more money than other franchises, which is valid. But nonetheless, like to sit there with $1 billion and pretend you don't have enough to field a fucking team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You make so much money where it's like, okay, you can't spare even $500 million a year. Where it's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you're making so much money a year. Mm-hmm. You can spare that. Like, come on. Like, Like you're gonna make it back. You're gonna make that money back tenfold. Like shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the thing though, because it pays off. Like, it's one of those things where like you have to spend money to make money.
Especially if you win, you're gonna make hand over fist money.
That's my point.
Yeah.
You got to spend money to make money, and you're going to draw more fans. You're going to bring in more revenue. You're going to do all that. So, like, it just doesn't really make sense. But one thing that also kind of goes to that for a team that barely breaks even, I just want to touch on this quick because it does stick in that same thing. Cubs are 36.4% of their revenue goes to payroll. So for a team that barely breaks even, 2025 or 2024 revenue, Cubs made $584 million. Their 2025 payroll plus tax, $213 million. Barely breaking even. We don't have the money to fucking afford anybody.
That's what the Ricketts say. Yeah,
of course. So for example, here now we're talking Dodgers. Dodgers are 2 in the league. 73% of their payroll is their revenue.
Yeah.
Right? The Mets, 90% of their payroll comes from their revenue.
Yeah.
That is just right there. They tried to buy a team. Didn't work. They didn't even make the fucking playoffs. Like, that's why I think it's kind of crazy people are calling for the Dodgers' head here. But enough of that. That's a big deal, like, though. Although all the implications of this basically come down to, again, if the Brewers manage to win this, no one gives a shit. If somehow they pull out a fucking win out of their ass and win 4 games in a row, which they're not going to because they're getting fucking swept. But if they pull it out, no one will care because it's small market team took down LA. Like fucking. That's inevitably not going to happen, and this is inevitably going to happen. Where now in 2027, when this meeting happens, like you probably were going to miss half a season of baseball because that's going to take a long time to figure out.
What I want to say with that is that, like with small shows like us, you guys need to be sharing, liking, and subscribing. And I'm sure Kyle would agree.
Yeah.
You guys need to be hitting us up, letting us know what you want. Like, because we are here for you guys. Like, truly, we barely get any views on any of these episodes, and we do it for you guys. And truly for us, too, because I enjoy doing this.
I do.
I know Kyle does.
I could talk for 3 I could sit and do a 3-hour episode every time.
We truly could, but we don't do it because of the fact of, like, we know that you guys would, like, not want that. Like, we couldn't hold your, like, attention for 3 hours.
If every episode was like this, it'd probably be a little bit easier, but normally we're a little bit less
100%.
Less, like, fired up. There's just so much going on right
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
It's so hard for me not to be. My blood pressure's been at, like, fucking max for the last 2 weeks.
Like, he is truly, like, 190 over 120 right now.
I'm not kidding. I've, like, actually been that way for the last, like, 2-3 weeks. And, it's nuts.
It's like, yeah, so if you guys can just, like, do that, like, share, and subscribe for us, we would love that. Like, follow, comment, like, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. It's like, we would love that for you guys. For like,
you guys.
Like,
for us. We want to stroke our own egos and see, like, 500 views on a video. Absolutely.
Too. It's like, for you guys, too. It's like, if you guys would do that, it'd be awesome. Because, like, just engagement, just, like, between us and you guys would be so cool.
I'm more just, like, I've always been curious, like, what people think.
I want to know. I want to know, like, what the people, like, actually, like, feel. It's like, I want to know, like, how they feel about us. Like, hey,
well, do people agree with this? Because it's one of those things where you're like, do you
yeah, like
most people, how in
guys,
depth are
like,
people into sports?
Do you guys, like, hate our takes? Do you like our takes? Do you like hearing us? Do you hate hearing us? Like, what do you want? It's like, I just want to know, like, what you guys, like, feel.
I'm gonna might go home, put a plastic bag on my head if someone tells me they hate my voice. Like, I'd be fucking devastated.
I just want to know how you guys feel, and then honestly, that, like, I just want to know that. So, yeah, I don't know if Kyle's done.
Definitely not. Okay. We get so much playoff shit to talk about baseball wise.
Like, we have to. I do have to go soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through this. I'm trying.
That is my fault. So I do have to go soon. So I'm just gonna say, like, that's all I have to say. So Kyle, if you have anything else, like, you could top it off.
Yeah, Tuesday after our last episode came out, we had the Dodgers versus the Brewers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitched a complete game, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. That was phenomenal. My God, was that a good game. It was nuts that he went a complete game. Back-to-back games where Blake Snell, then Yamamoto, they combined for 17 innings or 18 total innings. Snell had 10 strikeouts. Yamamoto had 7. I mean, it was just absolute pitching dominance. Then Wednesday, we had the Blue Jays down 2-0 after losing 2 games at home. Go to Seattle. Beat the fucking brakes off the Mariners. 13-4. They're doing what it was looking like they should have done. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm burping because of all the alcohol and beer. And then, Thursday's game. Brewers lose again as the series goes to L.A. And, you got to expect another great game from the Dodgers. They just did what they needed to do. Blue Jays turn it up again, win 8-2 yesterday as well. That series is tied 2-2. Dodgers lead 3-0 in that series. And really, if I'm at my biggest takeaway, also, Blue Jays, Mariners playing right now, bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Blue Jays are winning 2-1. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is playing maybe the best I've ever watched anybody play in the playoffs.
Yep.
He is actually on an insane tear. So this was before today's game. Actually, and this was even before fucking yesterday's game. I'm going to look up his current stats because they're mind-blowing. Sorry if this is a little much. Yeah, he's currently in the playoffs. He's got 5 homers, 11 RBIs. He's batting .455 with a 1470 OPS. Bruh, what are we talking about? That is At no point in the last 2 years has Ohtani or Judge had over an 1100 OPS. And Vladdy's at almost a 1500 OPS. In that game that they won 13-4, he went 4 for 4 with a homer, 2 doubles, a single, and got a walk. I mean, as soon as he starts hitting the ball, that team's going, and that's kind of why they've been winning the last few games. Probably why they're winning now. I'm going to see who scored for them. Ooh, George Springer again, dude. George Springer's fucking tearing it up. He's also on
Seinfeld boy.
Yeah. Ernie Clement too, single to right. All right, and then I know I got another one here. Oh, Max Scherzer last night, dude. Did you see any clips from Mad Max Scherzer?
Nope.
Holy shit, he is in full playoff form right now. He is absolutely electric to watch on the mound. I forget the manager's name of the Blue Jays, drawing a blank, but he comes in the 6th inning or the 5th inning to take Scherzer out. He's starting to look like he's a little bit tired. And as soon as he starts walking out to the mound, you could visibly see Scherzer he locks eyes with him and just stares at him. And he walks up, he asks him if he's good, and he's like, yeah, I'm good! And he's just screaming in his manager's face that he's good to stay in, stays in, gets out of the inning, comes back in the next inning, and then fucking, after that.
We love that. We love that for the sport of baseball. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you just love to see an all-time legend. I mean, Max Scherzer is actually one of the best pitchers of all time.
The two-eyed god.
And that's what it is. He is just, that guy's got something about him that is just absolutely it's captivating to watch him play.
100%.
And it's really, it's just been awesome. Playoff baseball's been fucking awesome. I'll wrap that up with that.
Well, guys, again.
Oh, sorry. No, I won't. I lied. Really quick. All the Gold Glove finalists have been announced, both AL and NL, blah, blah, blah. No one really cares about the AL. Cubs have 6 people up in the Gold Glove finalist conversation. We got Matt Boyd on the mound, maybe winning a Gold Glove here.
Buns.
PCA, Nico Horner, Ian Happ, Carson Kelly, Matt Shaw, bro.
Buns.
Matt Shaw is a rookie. Let me read some stats here. Matt Boyd set a Cubs single-season record with 11 pickoffs, led the MLB. Pete Crow Armstrong led the NL with 21 fielding run value. Nico Horner ranked 2nd among NL infielders with 13 fielding run value. Ian Happ led MLB left fielders with 997 percentage and 1 error, fielding percentage and 1 error. Carson Kelly led NL catchers with a 998 fielding percentage and 2 errors, fewest in the NL. Matt Shaw, best among NL rookie infielders with a 977 fielding percentage at third base. That's astonishingly good. Every one of those stats. 6 Gold Glovers. I expect all 6 of them to win a Gold Glove, actually.
All right, guys. Well, that is super fire.
Yeah.
Like I said, that is insanely fire. Shout out to Cubs. It was a really good run. Shout out to them for making the playoffs. That was hype.
Should have
super hype. Should have made it further. We didn't. Well, the Cubs didn't, I should say. Because again, shout out Sox fan. We got Jose Abreu right there. So it is unfortunate that the Cubs didn't make it further than they did. It's okay. Chicago will put on soon. Bears Super Bowl inbound very soon. But thank you guys for listening. We love you so much. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. We got some stickers I'm about to hand out soon. Theodon, Joey, Joe Bob, I should say.
Joe Bob. Fucking Joe Bob talking that shit.
I'll be at your house soon. Dude, Joe Bob, keep talking that shit. Keep a lot of that shit to Kyle.
That's fine, because I literally don't even check the fucking... that was like one of the only videos I've like recently checked the comments and shit.
Joe Bob said fly the L. Kyle was pressed. That
was funny. And what'd we do that game? We won that game.
You won that game, but you lost the series.
We won that game. That's all right. My team was in the series.
Though. Joe Bob is that kind of guy. He just loves like talking to smoke. So that's awesome. We love it. Joe Bob is loyal. Love you for that, boy. You're my boy. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Thanks.